Before we get to my fantasy picks and matchups that I love for Week 18, let's bring up the big board. It's time to talk injuries. And Paul McCallum no longer will be handling the field goal duties, so look for Tyler Crapina. I said the name right. It's a small victory, but a big victory. Also, keep an eye on Chad Owens, who limped off last week in the Argo-Calgary game. Keep an eye on if he's going to be playing. If not, guys like Gurley, guys like Elliott, those guys get ranked a little bit higher. Now it's time for my Week 18 picks. And I'm going to avoid Henry Burris. In fact, I'm going to take Jeff Matthews as the quarterback I like. The last 2 weeks, over 620 yards, 4 touchdowns, and more importantly, no interceptions. We were all waiting for this to happen. There's too many weapons in Hamilton, and you've got the quarterback whisperer, Ken Austin, leading that team. You expected Matthews to bounce back. He has, taking on the BC Lions. Not a very good defense there. Next, at running back, Shakir Bell. This is going to be a common theme because I love the Eskimos. Bit of a spoiler alert. Remember, had over 90 yards last week against the BC Lions. Saskatchewan's rush D is in the bottom half, and at only $125,000, there is good value. Next up at receiver, Adarius Bowman. Almost 200 yards last week, reasserting himself as the #1 wideout for Mike Riley and the Edmonton Eskimos. Last time they took on Saskatchewan, over 110 yards for Adarius Bowman. This is a very safe, easy pick. Flex position, I love Terrell Sutton going up against the Argonauts. Remember, Kevin Glenn is in. There's going to be a little bit of a captain check-down thing going on. What happened last week in Glenn's first start? Well, Sutton had season highs in both receptions and in receiving yards. The Argonauts D, it's about 5th against the run, so I look for a good game there. At the kicker position, I'm going with Sean White. He's been a really nice story the last couple weeks. Remember, Edmonton's going to get a lot of yards. They're going to get a lot of points. White had 7 field goal attempts last week against the Lions. I look for similar production here in Week 18. Defensively, I'm going with the Ottawa Red Blacks, and this is a simple one about matchups. The #1 defense in the CFL getting sacks is Ottawa. Guess who is second last at protecting the quarterback? That would be the Winnipeg Blue Bombers. That is a great recipe for big plays. Take Ottawa. Finally, my value pick, Emmanuel Arsenault, going for $125,000. That number is way too low. The #1 target for the BC Lions, it doesn't matter who's at quarterback. The guy's put up so much yardage the last month. He's had 3 straight games with at least 1 touchdown, had 84 yards the last time he took on the Hamilton Ticats. Arsenault at $125,000, it is a steal. So those are my picks for Week 18. I wish you all the best in your picks. And again, remember, you can always tweet us at CFL or at mcauz56. Let me know who you like. Let me know who you don't like. Let me know what you think of this jacket. I'm a big fan, but you know, I'm always open for other people's suggestions. Good luck with Week 18. Decided to dress up a little bit nicer. We're in Week 18. The playoffs are just around the corner. Everyone's got to look a little bit better. Let's go to my Week 18 picks.